What's up, y'all? Sparta here. I want to talk about the LG V60 in this leak culture now and what has come out about it. I don't remember which phone I saved the image on, so let me check. I probably saved it on my Note 10, but we'll see here. So there's been a lot of murmurings about the new phones that are obviously coming out, right? Yeah, I probably saved it in my note. But there have been, like I just said, murmurings, rumors, stuff like that, leaks. And one that came out maybe like a couple weeks ago, I think, was the V60. And as you guys know, obviously from my channel, my first phone unboxing review, gaming review, all that stuff was on the LG V20, right? So this is pretty much characteristic of me to do and to talk about. And I don't talk about rumors that much. I tend to prefer to wait until stuff comes out. Oh, there it is. Wait till stuff comes out about it. But I do want to talk about this because it's very interesting to see. What? No, don't move the image to the trash. But I'll tell you what I will do. I'll move the image to a different folder. Let me find it. Oh, it's right there. But yeah, what I intend to talk about now is the LG V60 and this obvious press image that came out. Now, it looks like a V50, a V40, and whatnot, right? I don't necessarily think we're going to see any sort of evolution of the design. I think this design is fine enough as it is. And I definitely prefer this style of camera array over this like stovetop look that now every phone is doing. Samsung is now doing it with the S20. And it's pretty obnoxious looking. It's kind of ugly in my personal opinion. I prefer this kind of like straight down or straight forward. Apologize for the wiggling that you guys clearly see. I'm using the OnePlus 6T. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'll have to figure that out. But as you guys can see in this the main thing, it shows you 4-channel microphones. Now, where they show them, on top, right there by the camera, right there on the side, and right there at the bottom. And obviously you can see the headphone jack right next to the USB-C port. When I got the LG G8, I wondered what the heck this was. And I was like, it's probably a microphone. And I was right. That means the G8 has 1, 2, 3 microphones. And that's good, right? I think they haven't really had that many microphones since maybe the V10. Let me get my dead V10 to figure that out. All right, now I have all these LG phones in frame, and since the 6T doesn't have a wide-angle lens, what can I really do? But the G4 has 2, V10 has 2. The V20, let me check here, also has 2. But the V10 and V20, you can direct your microphones in the manual video controls, right? You can't do that with the V30, the V40, the V50, the G6, the G7, maybe the G6. I don't remember. I don't even remember if it had the manual video mode. It's been so long. But the G7 and the G8, you can't do it. For whatever reason, they just took that away. And now you have 4-channel microphones. Maybe due to the fact that there's 4-channel microphones, they will bring that feature back. But let's compare it to one of the most talked about video recording phones in a bit. Like for like a very old phone. Let me go get it here real quick. And it's the Lumia 1520. Oh, God, I gotta get this fixed. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mics on the top there. And hearing from what a lot of people have said about the 1520, it still is pretty much unmatched when it comes to its audio quality and what things sound like, right? And the closest that have come to that is pretty much been LG, maybe HTC, because they're the first that did that like 3D audio stuff where you zoom in closer to the subject and you get more of that sound rather than the sound that's around you or surrounding it. Then Samsung took that as well. I think Apple has it too. But nonetheless, these are a lot of phones on one desk at one time. Yeah, I have a lot of phones. Why this is really cool. Like I said, they might bring back that audio direction thing that I'll show you guys here real quick. Okay, so I go into the manual video app or controls. I go here, and as you guys can see, I can direct it to go towards me or towards the subject, or keep it center, however center it may be. And obviously they still have these controls here. I'll show you guys on the G8, right? Where you go into manual video mode and oh God, this is so different. You go up to there, you don't see that it has the director. It still has the wind filter, the wind noise filter, and the controls for the low cut filter, the limiter, and the gain. Those are still there, but you don't have the ability to redirect the mics to where you want the audio source, the most of the audio to come from. And I'm pretty sure it's not because the phones can't do it, but it's probably due to the processor and stuff like that, right? One of the reasons why I say the V30 has been, I think the V30 still had it, but the V30 was like the last LG phone to be able to record a video and switch from your regular to wide angle while recording, is because the processor can't handle it. It's not really supported for multi-camera arrays quite yet. And I think the A65 will definitely be better for that, so we'll see what happens. But obviously, it'll have the headphone jack. It's pretty much an LG staple at this point. Who knows how long they'll keep it? People have been guessing at least 1 to 2 more years. Maybe by like 2022 they'll take it out. We'll see. If, like with the removable battery, well, not the removable battery, no one really came back to that, but like with the micro SD card, people will bring it back. Who knows? But yeah, I want to talk more about what I want from the V60 in a different video, but this is just more the leaks, right? And this is pretty much the only image that has come out since then, right? As you guys can see, there's like, well, you probably can't see it. Let me do this. You have a sensor right there. That looks like a camera. So it might be 4 cameras. That might be a depth sensor or something. You obviously have your wide angle, your regular, and your telephoto lens. Same as every other phone. It looks like there's going to be a camera bulge, but knowing LG, what they did with the V50 and the G8, it'll probably be no bulge. So we'll see what happens there. Sorry. Another thing you can kind of sort of see, 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So that's really interesting as well. The S20, I think the S20 Ultra is the one that has the 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So I wouldn't doubt that LG would go to 5,000 because Samsung uses LG batteries. So literally the G8 and the Note 10 have the same size battery. So why would LG go with a smaller battery at that point? They may as well just go with the biggest battery they just put out. They just had someone put out in the phone, right? And 5,000 milliamp hours will be great. It'll probably have like at least a 90 hertz display. 90 hertz is totally fine. One of the Pixels had an LG display. One of the Pixel 4s had an LG display, and both of those were 90 hertz. So we'll see what happens, right? But yeah, it'll probably have like the same similar speaker array that the G8X has. It most likely won't have the in-display speaker that the G8 has. But let me get all these phones off the desk. These can stay though. It'll probably just have a teardrop notch with a speaker on the top and a speaker on the bottom, which is fine. It won't have the time of flight sensor on the front, since everybody lambasted that for the one feature it offered that wasn't the better face unlock. But yeah, we'll see. That's pretty much it, is what I want to talk about with this in particular. Like I said, I'm going to come up with a more succinct list of what I want to see from a V60. But this keeps me fairly excited. I'm definitely going to get it. I skipped the V50 last year because I just had gotten the V40. And it was like, why? Why do that right now? But yeah, and they were pretty damn similar, so I was like, yeah, I'll just get the G8. And now I have the G8 and I like it a lot. So yeah, we'll see what happens. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching their support. You guys have a wonderful Sunday, or whatever time of day it is. Area, like the video if you like it, dislike it, share with people that are interested in this sort of content, and I will see you guys in the next video.